hard work. It's also lovely to be celebrated knowing that you've been putting in the work and people are actually noticing. This is why we've got up on the building with us today Anita Ashiru, lead creative and CEO of AA Creatives, and we've also got Ibrahim Olaleye, journalist holding it down for Business Day. You want to make some noise? Woo! Where's my tambourine? Let's have it. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Yeah. Hello, lady. Hello, gentleman. How y'all doing? How you doing? Your mic is on.
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for having us here.
I think you're more than good. I think you're gorgeous.
Thank you.
Welcome. Hello, Ibrahim. You okay?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
All right. Listen, first question I like to ask new people when they come here for the first time is, what was it like coming here? The trip. Was it easy to navigate? Was it easy to locate? Or did you have difficulty?
It wasn't that bad, actually. The traffic wasn't that bad. I was coming from the island.
Okay.
Got here, it was like a 40-minute drive, which...
Listen, 40 minutes, almost like half an hour.
Well, that's not bad compared to the usual Lagos journey. Yeah.
Straight to the point, smack in the middle of the mainland.
Yeah.
Love to hear that.
Where I am coming from the mainland, so it's very easy for me to navigate.
Very easy, no
Extremely
mistakes.
easy, no.
32 Coca Road, Ilupeju, period. Welcome to Heymidday Studios. It's
Thank
lovely and lovely to have you. I'm particularly excited because I feel like I have superstars up in the building.
Aw.
To me, you don't have to be like popular in the mainstream to be celebrated. I like when hard work that is not usually in the limelight or mainstream is recognized and celebrated. You don't have to be the popular footballer, the singer, the actor. Entertainment is not all that should be celebrated. So count me in on this celebratory ship. As you know, the Future Awards celebrates you guys. Tell me how it felt when you first saw your name on the nomination list.
I was really surprised, and that's because I'm used to seeing my work, the projects I work on being celebrated, but not so much of me, the behind the scene creative being actually celebrated.
Brought to the forefront.
Exactly.
Back end is now front end.
And it's unusual, but I was also very happy because it's something I've been fighting for. I've been trying to really bring awareness to people that work behind the scenes because we work really, really, really hard. And yeah, just seeing myself, I felt like I was representing the whole crew of like a production set or a whole crew of like a creative team.
Guys.
Yes, exactly. So it wasn't just my win. It's like a win for all of us. So I was really, really proud of that.
Oh, look at you sharing the win. I don't think I've been that magnanimous. But okay, how did you feel, Ibrahim?
Well,
did you see it coming?
No, I didn't see it coming. So for me, it was first, I was perplexed. I was like, okay, where is this coming from? Then I was elevated. I wasn't expecting. First of all, I saw the mail, and I was like, okay, what's with this? And it was cool, and the feeling, and I had to now reach out to people in my office to say, okay, look at what is going on, and my editor was like, go for it, you deserve it and all that.
Did it all of a sudden make you feel self-conscious, like people are actually paying attention to my work, and then you start trying to be the perfectionist that you weren't before?
I would say perfectionist per se, but then it brought awareness, and it's still bringing awareness, and I'm very careful what I write now.
Of course, you have to be.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you, Anita, what inspired you to start AA Creatives? Like this journey, how has it been with as a creative entrepreneur? What is that like?
So what inspired me to start was just really my upbringing. I grew up just being creative, and I never really knew how to channel my creativity. So you see me doing a lot of different things.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I was that kid. I was that kid.
Janet of all trades.
I was that kid in secondary school that would gather my friends for a photo shoot. We'll just style ourselves and just do like a really crazy photo shoot and put on like a WordPress blog and share the link to everybody and beg them to like or share them to repost. So I've always been creative. I've always been creative, and actually, interestingly enough, I studied journalism because
I know queen of us in the building.
I knew that I didn't want to do, I didn't want to be a doctor. I didn't want to be a lawyer. I just wanted to do something creative, and the next best thing at the time for me was media. And I was like, you know what? go for it because my parents gave me the options. So while I was studying journalism, I was in university. I got myself into different things in school, stage plays. I was just getting involved in everything, events, styling. I had a fashion brand at some point. So I always just kept myself really busy because I was craving an opportunity to really like channel my creativity, any opportunity I got.
Right.
So after university, I worked in the marketing industry as a strategist for about 3 years. And while I was there, every day we're cooking up campaigns, and I loved it.
Okay, because I was about to ask you, did you like marketing?
I loved it because, again, being able to conceptualize, or strategize and
Ideas.
Execute and see all your ideas playing out and actually working for a brand makes you know that you know what you're doing. But still, I still felt that something was missing. So when I got an opportunity to work on a music video, and I was like, yeah, this is it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is it. This is exactly where I need to be. Yeah.
I'm impressed that right from a young age you knew what you did not want to be.
Yeah.
However, knowing what you want to be is an entirely different ball game, and then you found that out after testing different waters.
Exactly. And I feel like every single thing I did that led me up to this point has helped me. My background in journalism, I'm a really good researcher. And in the work that I do, I have to sometimes dive deep into research and, get inspiration from different time periods or different things that have happened before even I was born.
Places. That's what you're
exactly.
Inspiration.
And so why I decided to make it into a thing, because initially I was doing it just as an individual, was that a lot of people started looking up to me and asking me to mentor them or train them. And I love teaching. My mom is a teacher, and she's my role model, and I love teaching people. I love helping people discover their own talents and discover themselves. So I'm like, you know what, let's do AA Creatives. And it was a very lazy name because AA is literally
it's
my initials. So I was just like, AA it was very quick. I was like, I'm not going to overthink this thing. I'm going to just register this thing and get it started. Exactly. And people started applying to work, and I'm like, okay, this is becoming serious. And before you know it, it's 5 years down the line. I have a team of over 20 people. Yes, and we're doing really amazing work everywhere in the industry, so I'm really, really proud of that.
So great. We're coming back to delve into that some more, but I want to know, with Ibrahim, what drew you to journalism, and what motivates you to tell these impactful stories that you tell?
Well, for one, just like Anita, I would say I had a flair for media, but I started dancing from a very young age. Used to, not anymore. So
not you trying to just breeze through that. You were a dancer?
Yeah, I used to. Yeah, so then I got into the university. Yeah, I studied business administration. Then it came upon me one time where I schooled in Futa. Then there was this an admission to intern for Futa Radio, and I took it, applied and all that, and I started interning. From there, we moved to working, then service, came back. Then I came back to Lagos. I just joined Business Day. Thought, okay, let's leave. Radio.
Since you did business admin, let's infuse some journalism into that and keep it moving.
Let's add numbers to what we
I
do.
like that.
So it started in 2021. In 2021, also I entered as I entered entry level. We had to train. You had to transition from radio to print, writing.
That's
and all
not
that.
easy.
So it took a whole lot of time and a lot of mentorship and training. And thanks to every single team I had, and I'm still having in Business Day. We're here today, so we're focused more on energy and business these days. So
energy and business,
energy
you
and
say?
business, oil and gas. That's what keeps Nigeria running and all that.
Okay. The challenges, aren't they?
The challenges,
I want to know how you navigate them.
You literally have to keep on being better,
No matter
your
what.
last story, people are giving you accolade for your last story. You need to do better in your next story so that you don't flop. I think that's the straight balance. You don't flop and all that. So you keep it factual. You make sure you get the number right, the names are right.
And that's all the
pronounce it right
motivation
and all
you need.
those things. Yeah, and got so good, it's taking me out of the country 2 or 3 times and all that. And they're seeing it both in Nigeria and outside.
We love that for you. In and out of the country.
Yeah.
Journaling. That's amazing.
Thank you.
So, how do you think your work impacts the creative space, the African creative space? Yeah.
I would say that, when we look at now Wizkid, Davido, Burna Boy, Tiwa Savage, my role in the grand scheme of the visuals that they put out is personally, I'm on a mission to really sell African culture in a very tasteful and inviting way. So if we're shooting in the street and, people are very, Lagos is unsafe, my job is to make Lagos feel very authentic and very colorful and very nice and very inviting.
The place you want to go.
Exactly, the place you want to go. Or even the way we celebrate our African fashion or our African style. Like when you look at Namoni by Davido, that was something I was really, really proud of working. I was really proud of working on that project because it gave me that chance of celebrating African fashion, but in a very royal standpoint. And people loved it. Like, the reviews, the comments, people loved it because we don't really get to see that. Since when I was young, on TV, many of these music videos we see are celebrating more of like Western fashion, Western culture, and also Western standards of beauty. So you see women that are very skinny, wearing like more westernized fashion, and that is what's supposed to be highly fashionable. So being able to change that narrative, or to even give an opportunity for young girls in Africa to see themselves like, oh yeah, that could be me. I don't need to be skinny to be considered a beautiful model. I don't need to be fair or light skinned for me to be considered as a beautiful music video vixen or a model or an actor. My job is to make sure that I represent African women,
as well as
African fashion, as well as I can. So I feel like my work since the beginning of when I started till now, I've been able to really push that narrative through works like when you watch Patino Disturbed by Adekunle Gold,
where
we really like bringing like Ashoke, we bring in like a lot of nuances in our culture, of the Yoruba culture. And this videos, when you go abroad, when you go to Times Square in New York, it's playing out there.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, so
doing all of that.
Exactly. So being able to add to that and contribute to that is really something I'm really proud of. And I know that is just the starting point, and we keep going and we'll keep going and pushing.
Love it. So you're proud of it, and other people are actually proud of you too, which is why you've been nominated in this category, creativity and innovation category. You know your the other nominees in that group. Are you friends with any of them?
Actually, no. And that's why I love events like this or awards like this, because it lets me even like know what other people are doing. But so I obviously did my research. I'm like, oh, who's this person? And I checked them out. I'm like, wow, like I'm even more so proud of for the fact that I'm being put in the same category as these people. I'm like, me?
Like, it's an honor.
It's an honor. I'm like, wow, I can't even wait to meet them, to shake their hands, and to really just also congratulate them. Yes.
So it doesn't really matter who wins.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter.
So
like,
as, the spotlight's on every nominee anyway.
Exactly.
So you're all winners in my book. So I was gonna ask you, Ibrahim, what role do you believe journalism plays in shaping public discourse? Especially when it comes to holding leaders accountable. There's a lot of numbers that have been flying here and there. You're in business journalism now. You know these things. They will tell you, oh, petrol is this figure and this is that. How do you get your facts right and put them out there? And the major challenge is freedom of speech, freedom of information issues. Or they would say, oh, freedom after you put the information out is not guaranteed, and all of that stuff. So how do you find a balance? Ultimately, my major question is, how do you kill the fear? Okay. Should I? Should I not?
So for one, you have to do the job. Like Fela said, if you talk, you go the other side. If you see no talk, you go the other side. You
so talk anyway.
So it is to talk actually. So my job is to make sure that it's factual, so that even if you're fact checking it, you could say, okay, this is correct. So it's not left to the public to say, okay, this is what we want to do with this information. Like earlier this year, I did an article that shows that we were still paying subsidies at that point. So
after they said they had
oh
my goodness.
So, and I was the first person to break that story, and it blew up on Twitter and Instagram, even TikTok. So then you could see agencies, government bodies
trying to debunk it.
Debunk it. The body factor there that you're still paying. Even till now, you're still paying some amount of money.
Yes, so we saw in the news. Because it's every week subsidy is gone. Like, didn't you remove it last week? Why is it going again today?
So the numbers don't lie. The data don't have emotions. So my job is to just do it.
We need to frame that. The numbers don't lie and data doesn't have emotions. So that's Ibrahim Olaile 2024. We like it. Honestly, you're doing an amazing job.
Thank you very much.
I must commend you. Keep at it. But right now, we're going to make things a little lighter. I'm going to ask you, what song are you feeling at the moment? Nigerian song. What song is really doing it for you right now?
I'll let Anita go first.
Ladies first.
I'd say this is tricky because I listen to a lot of old music. I'd say the song in my head right now is High by Adekunle Gold and Davido.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a song to put me in a good mood sometimes, when I'm stressed and I listen to it and it just uplifts my spirit. So yeah, that's one. I know I said it's nothing new. It's a quite oldish song. Yeah, but that's what I'm listening to right now.
We all want to soar higher, don't we?
Exactly.
And look at the beautiful irony. This is High Impact. So definitely playing High for you by Adekunle Gold on the lineup. So Ibrahim, over to you.
For me, I'll do any day, anytime Vector, but I think we should do the one that just released overnight.
Oh, you like Vector the Viper?
Yeah. Vivi on the TOP, you can see me.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the people that were nominated with you in your own category. You know some of them? You know how this journalism works is somehow, so everybody knows each other somehow. So
yeah, funny thing is for me, we were two from Business Day. So,
okay, that's you and your colleague.
Yeah.
Somehow, I hope it comes home for y'all. There's two of you.
Definitely. But then the nomination in itself is a win. And then another observation is that I am the only guy in the category. 5 nominees, 1 guy for ladies, and
You know what? The ladies have it.
Yeah, so,
oh my goodness! But I'm just joking.
Yeah, I know only my colleague. I've tried reaching out to one other person from the
really?
category.
You tried to reach out?
Yeah.
So, were they receptive?
No numbers. I don't have a contact. I only just texted on Insta. So
Okay.
Hopefully she'll say sometime.
Because me, I'm always all for kumbaya, one big family.
Yeah.
Unhealthy competition. We're all winners, that kind of thing.
Sure.
That is the only way we can soar higher, I believe. So we're going to play Adekunle Gold and Davido's High. And we'll be back to fire some more questions at you both. All right? It's High Impact Radio 1021. We'll be back, guys.
Love is not enough, baby. Come to me, Molo. Love me or you hate me, know me. No mess with me, Mologo. NSC 250, Kumaloni Titi. Giuseppe Zanotti, in a Maserati. Hey, baby, easy. Fine boy like you, easy. You won't kiss somebody, but lose sweet melody. Normally, ojoojúmọ́ là ń ṣayé, Luckily, mo lówó tí mo fẹ́ ná, Me, I just want to be high. Be high. Be high. Me, I just want to be high. Me, I just want to be high.
For this party, let's get naughty. Can't call mommy, can't call daddy. Vision blurry, words are sorry. What's my goal? The sky is falling. Wake up and jump start. I could chop you like a come be my other. I can get away from this thing. I love the way you got me feeling. No, my love, baby girl, only me. My love. Normally, Luckily, Me, I just want to be high. Be high. Be high. Me, I just want to be high. Be high. Be high. Me, I just want to be high.
That's right. The rhythm is cool over here, if I do say so myself. Full house, guys, and we love it this way. We'll have it no other way. 28 down the flip side of 2. And the Heymidday show still continues on your urban lifestyle station, High Impact Radio 1021. Anita and Ibrahim have been telling us loads of interesting things. They have both been nominated for the Future Awards at Africa 2024 in 2 different categories. We're talking creativity, we're talking journalism. Ooh, it is not easy to work so hard, be passionate about what you do, so much so that people are recognizing it and they want to award you for that and commend you for that. That in itself, does that define success for you, Anita?
I'd say it's one step up the ladder of success.
Because there's more to it.
Yeah, there's more to it, way more to it. I think the feeling isn't so. I mean, I'm happy, I'm proud, but it just makes me want to work harder.
Do more.
Do more. Because now that there's now a spotlight on what we do, it's like, yes, you're almost like representing this space, and you just need to keep pushing and keep making the whole industry proud. So yes, I think, yes, I love it. But is it a measure of success for me? I'd say that recognition in itself is enough. Like, it just makes me know that, yes, people really like what we're doing. People are proud of what we're doing, and they're celebrating what we're doing. So we need to just do it more.
Do better.
Yeah, do better, do more.
Right. So for Ibrahim, what is the peak of journalism for you? Like, what would you attain in your life or in your career that would make you think, you know what, this is it, this is what I've always dreamed of, nothing tops this?
Well, for one, it would be to be a household name for facts.
Okay.
For stories that change policies, frameworks, stories that people want to read and change some things in their life positively, government policies
that would in turn change the life of Nigerians
and every other thing. So because what's the essence of publishing if you're not changing lives and if you're not doing anything to impact the society per se? And there are words to these things, but really what matters is the fact that your name would open ways to greatness, to things that younger generations also come do better than what you did.
Now that you say open ways to greatness, I was going to ask you how you embody that theme, celebrating the great and the daring, because that's what the Future Awards is doing, celebrating the great and the daring, and you just explain how you embody that. But then again, do you have like a mentor, somebody that you look up to in journalism, like this person is who I aspire to be like or be better than?
Funny thing is I have a lot of them. So my very first head of desk, who literally is like my manager, Isaac Ayangu, one of the best, if not the best energy editor out there.
Blow that trumpet.
Then we have my editor himself, that's Tayo Fagbulev. I think all I'm doing is a living legend, I think I can use that word.
Yes, of course, so you're free.
Super duper. Then there's Dipola Deinde. Also, he's my current energy head, and he's doing fantastically well. These are the people that I literally want to do better, move better, write better, and stamp my name out there.
You know what blows my mind? Yeah. You didn't mention any foreign name. Because usually you would hear I'm poor, this and that.
I know for me it's more of local.
And homegrown.
Yeah, then you take it out
there. You
gotta
focus on where you are first.
If charity begins at home now, so if I'm writing, the focus is on my people,
Before anything else.
Before taking it out there, and unless what is out there is literally affecting us back home, then we can bring it back home and talk about it or write about it. Mm-hmm. So locally, and these guys are actually international, to forget the name.
Oh, I believe you. I do believe you. So I'm going to ask finally what message you would like to share with young Africans that are looking to make a difference. Like, I also want to be recognized. I'm putting in the work. I've been doing this and that. Like, what exactly are you going to tell them to make them keep the faith and hold on to hope and not give up, because they don't seem to be getting what they want out of what they're doing?
I'll say I know it's very cliche to say this, but just keep going. It's all about you, what makes you happy. Put in everything in what you do, every single thing, and don't leave any stone unturned. There's that feeling of when you do something and you know that you're giving it your best and you're giving it your all. Even if at some point you feel like, I could have done better, but at that moment, do your best. Somebody's looking, somebody is watching, people are appreciating whatever it is you think is not good enough. Right. Somebody is actually really proud of that. Because I'll tell you that a few days ago, I was going back to look at the work I was doing back then, and I'm like, oh my God, was I really doing this? I was very shy. I was like,
your own mind.
No, I was a bit embarrassed, I was like, wait, I was really doing this. But then that's growth, being able to see that, and somewhere. Yeah, and I knew that at the time I was giving it my best. I was giving it my all. So there's that feeling of, I did my best and I'm growing, and I can see that growth within myself. And I can actually just start appreciating myself, because in the creative industry, there's something called imposter syndrome, where you start to really question and doubt yourself. You do so much, but you now see somebody else doing it better, or somebody else getting, more appreciated, and you feel like, okay, maybe I'm not good enough. But the truth is that that's just you being hard on yourself. It's you just being your biggest critic, which is not a bad thing. But it's only bad when it starts to really affect your output. Then negatively. You now start, negatively. So you now start hiding. You now start you're not afraid of taking on really tasking projects, because you're like, I'm not really sure I'm really good at it. I'm not sure I can really do it. So you need to start by believing in yourself before even looking for outside validation. Right. Because when you believe in yourself and you motivate yourself as a creative, that is so important to drive yourself. Because being a creative is what is in your head. Nobody else can understand it. We're trusting you. We're trusting you as a creative to bring in what you have within yourself. And the same way I'd approach something is different from how you'd approach it. Doesn't mean that it's wrong. So you need to believe in yourself before you start to seek outside validation. And almost it's a ripple effect. When you have that confidence and you have that energy within yourself, people get to see that around you, and people get to notice that, who's that girl? Who's that guy?
It's oozing,
exactly. And it's even telling your work and your confidence. When you're defending your work and you're like, there's a reason I went this direction, and this is what I believe in. They will trust you, as opposed to when you're feeling unsure of yourself. Right. So yes, believing in yourself, it starts from you. Work hard and make sure you give it your best. Even if you feel like you have a lot of growth, I still have a lot of growth. I mean, somebody I look up to in the industry, she doesn't know me, but it's Heymidday.
She will know you now.
Her name is Heymidday. She's the production designer for Black Panther's franchise. And also she's Beyonce's production designer. So she designed the entire Lion King's entire album and the story. And I really loved her work, because this is a Black woman that has taken up a project to, build an entire universe called Wakanda, that people can almost believe that it exists somewhere. Real. Exactly. So being able to, think that far, and I listen to a lot of things she says. Her background was in architecture, and for her to even pivot to designing visual worlds and visual universe that people celebrate. People are going to cinemas and they're doing the whole cross on their chest. That was everything.
It was awesome. I did the cross on my chest.
Exactly. That all came from somebody's head. So if she can do that, I can do that too.
Right.
So yeah.
There are so many quotable quotes from everything you just said. But then again, the one that's stuck with me is believe in yourself first before you seek for outside validation.
Yep.
Anita 2024, that's a creative quote.
Yeah.
All right. So what would you have to tell people? I want to hear from you too, Ibrahim, especially those. I just, asked Anita, those who do not believe in their source no more, because they're not getting that recognition they want after putting in all the work.
Yeah, well, I want to believe Anita have said everything, but I'll just add a couple of stuff. You need that, just be yourself. I currently running a personal project, and there was an account on Twitter that just popped up out of nowhere, literally doing the same thing. And,
no.
And this account in less than a week had better, followers, better audience. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? You understand? So then went back to the drawing board. Then we started working on it, myself and my team. Then before I say, Jack, we're now doing better too. So the drill, I think what is driving you should be your personal confidence, not just what you can look at what other persons are doing, take inspiration from there, add to yours. I think that's what we
not in a way to throw a pity party for yourself, but in a way to get better.
So and mostly most of us are not even coming from this very good background per se. We literally have to walk, crawl, run, and all that. And so if you're coming from such a background, you need not dwell on it. Be yourself. read if you need to read, go to school if you need to, take loans to go to school if you have to. Trust me, they are investments. So, like I normally say, it's best you splurge your money on things that will give you value. And to buy stuff that will probably lose value in the near future. So
invest in yourself.
Invest yourself, be yourself.
Proper.
And then do your thing. Then consult people. You don't know it all.
Thank you. No man's an island of knowledge, right?
So
that's the right question.
The competition, like after this program, I'm going to have a competition with Anita outside. So we're going to talk about that.
Okay. I like it. Thank you both so much. Now, finally, if we want to stalk you, we need to find you on social media. We want all your social media platforms.
Okay, I'll go first. I'm on Instagram and on Twitter. Instagram as Anita Ashiru. My business page is aacreative.co. So you can see more about my work there. But if you want a bit of my lifestyle and also my work, because I always do share, like anytime I'm trying to advance myself, anything I feel like people can learn from me, I put that on my personal page. And then I have on Twitter, it's also Anita Ashiru with an underscore, because somebody was trying to impersonate me at some point.
Oh no! Yeah. You know, that's the level of success to in Nigeria. If you're big enough for them to want to impersonate you, then that's something. But I hope you reported that account.
Well, I did, but it's still there, so it's fine. I know.
Report it, guys. All right, how do we find you?
For me, it's at A Ibrahim Olaye. Everywhere, Twitter, Instagram.
Ibrahim
Olaye.
Everywhere.
Ibrahim Olaye. Everywhere, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. Then on my business page, or should I call it personal project, is at Energy Time Pod. Energy Time Pod. Energy Time Pod on Twitter and like that everywhere. YouTube, Instagram.
You. So, finally, guys, I sometimes can't listen to radio because I work on radio, because I find myself listening with a critical ear, and instead of just relaxing and enjoying what's happening, my brain is picking what is wrong and what is not. So I was gonna ask you, when you see certain things that other creatives have done, do you find yourself nitpicking, like, this should have been done this way, I know I would have done this better, does that happen to you?
Yes, it's really terrible. Even when I watch a movie,
I'm not the only, oh my
even
God,
when I watch a movie, I would pause it and I'm cringing.
It's like, why is the continuity? Why is it here?
I'm like, why is it blue? It should be red. It should be this.
It would look better if it's this.
Yes, but then also, I also try to see this from a learning point of view. Now, maybe why did this person go this route? Maybe there's a reason. So I try to heavy on the try. But yeah, sometimes I'm very critical. But learning is something I'm actually actively learning how to just enjoy things and not overthink. Just take myself out of who I am in my profession.
That's hard.
And just I know it's really hard. It's really hard. Yes. But I'm trying to be less critical, because I'm like, that's how people feel about my work as well. So let me not be a hypocrite. So let me just
Ibrahim, do you read some things on the paper and be like, did they not proofread this? What editor allowed this to go out?
Exactly. I think it happens every now and then, and I take it as a learning point for me and probably for my team too. You make the mistakes. Sometimes other papers, other journalists make the mistakes, and you like, okay. So the process of writing is you write, someone proofread, you get it. So it goes through like 3 different layers before it goes out. Eventually, there might still be a mistake in it. So I try not to bash. I try to learn from that mistake. Okay, if this person is doing it here, I shouldn't
do it there. Okay.
So I just use that as a learning point. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's been so lovely talking to you both. I almost don't want you to leave. But yeah, we need to wrap it up and keep it moving. So any last words to those listening, fans, the people that handle the business of your show, your team that holds you down, you want to send them a shout out before we wrap this up?
I'll say I'm sure my team, they are listening to this because they were really excited about this. I'm proud of you guys. You guys are the reason that I'm here. Because I can't take on any project by myself. So I'm really, really proud of every one of you. This recognition is not just for me, it's for all of us on the team. And you guys should follow AA Creatives, and I'm so excited for what is to come. We have worked on amazing projects that haven't even come out yet. So
looking forward to it.
Keep an eye out for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, I would like to say thank you for all the good work that you've done. It's not me, it's just people that you are not seeing, and some of them are listening, and I want to really appreciate them for all the good work. Business Day, the whole team, energy
Right,
or not,
the whole
business
works.
day, the
Business day, business
the
nights,
platform
everybody.
itself. And you can join and follow Business Day on all platforms at Business Day NG. So you get factual stories, numbers that don't lie, data that don't have emotions, and and my team at the Energy Time Pod too, they are doing wonderfully well.
Alright.
Shinedu, Moi, Faith, I really appreciate you guys for the good work. Thank you
Roll
very much.
call.